Alright, CRKT sent me another one of their knives, and it is the M-16. Let's take a look at the box, what they say about it. Okay, it's the M-16 01Z EDC Zytel. Get this thing out of the box. Okay, this is the black scale Zytel. Now, Zytel is a trademark owned by DuPont, and Zytel could be nylon, it could be fiber reinforced nylon. There's about 10 or 12, 15 possibilities of what kind of nylon this is. So this knife is a flipper. You can see the flipper right here. It's also got thumb studs. Now I cannot use the thumb stud. I can't get the thumb studs to work at all. So this is a flipper basically for me. Flipper works pretty fast. Now this thing came with a pocket clip. It's a one-way pocket clip. I took it off. It goes on this side only, so it's tipped down, left-hand carry. So that just got in my way, so I took it off. It does have a liner lock, and you can see the traction notches on that liner lock there. It also has traction notches on the flipper right there and on the blade. Pretty good traction on these notches here. Use it like that. It's got really good traction. So it does have a liner lock, easy to close. But this thing comes with a secondary lock. It was an automatic lock. It fit right over the pivot screw like that. Fit inside under the scale over the pivot screw like that. And that was really a pain to work on, so I took it out. It's a spring-loaded thing. Pretty easy to take out. So this thing has 80%, about an 80% flow-through design. It's got a plastic spacer right here. It's probably another kind of nylon. I'm not sure. And the blade, let's take a look at the blade markings. CRKT on one side. And Carson Design M1601Z. And it does have a patent number on it. And it's got the spear point, and that blade is 0.08 thick. I really like the spear point. And as far as sharp, let's take a quick sharpness test. This came from the factory, really sharp. And the blade is, I believe the blade is AUS-4 steel. That's a high carbon steel, so it should be pretty easy to keep sharp. So the overall length of this thing is right about 7.25 inches. The blade length is right at 3 inches, and the closed length is right about 4. Yeah, it's right at 4 inches. So it's a pretty discreet little knife. If you can close it up and if it can disappear in your hand like that, it's a pretty small knife. This is a nice one. This would be a good EDC knife. I'm not going to use it with a pocket clip, but I'll carry it in a pocket. It's a nice one. Let's check the weight on this thing. And the weight is 2.36 ounces. It's a nice weight for a small knife, and this is a pretty small knife, even though I'm going to compare it to a couple of knives right here. This is the ever popular Spyderco Tenacious, and they are just about the same length. The Spyderco is probably a 1/4 inch longer, and it's quite a bit wider, but it's the exact same length, width, and most of the dimensions are the same as the Kershaw Oso Suite, which is one of my favorite knives. That's the Oso Suite there, and it's about the same size. So yeah, these are a couple of my favorite carry knives, the Oso Suite and the Tenacious. So yeah, this is the M-16 by CRKT, and the price on this is right about $23. Now if you like a small EDC, this is good for the price, but if you like a larger one, this is the CRKT Cruiser, and these two were the exact same price, about 23 bucks for either of them. This is a handful. This Cruiser is a real handful, and the M16 is like a discreet carry knife. I like both of them. I'll carry both of them once in a while, but that's it for the M16 by CRKT. Pretty nice little knife. Knuckle bump.